right, good morning. Thank you so much for joining me and our guest, Kristin, today for chair yoga. I'm excited that Kristin agreed to come online and share this wonderful resource with all of you. I know just personally, as somebody who's been taking care of people for a long time, it's very easy to forget to take care of myself. And I wanted Kristin to come on and share her expertise and her skills and her talents with you all as a way to kind of inspire you to see that you can do something for yourself that's good for your body, that's good for your mind, that's good for your soul, and it doesn't require a lot of equipment. It doesn't require travel. It doesn't require traveling up into the mountains of Tibet and meditating. I'm really excited that you all decided to participate today. So I'm going to do a little housekeeping and then I'll turn it over to Kristin. So as you all know, this is an education stipend opportunity for the month of October. And what that means is by participating today, you will get a $25 stipend just for showing up to either help with respite cost or get you a little treat or whatever you want to spend that money on. The way that you get the stipend, though, is you have to fill out the survey. And I will send you a survey after our session today, and you have to fill that out within 24 hours, okay? So if you want the survey, if you want the stipend, please put your email in the chat box, so that way I can get a record of that chat box at the end, and I can email you that survey. So I just really want to reiterate, because I've had some people miss out on the stipend because they did not put their email in the chat. So please be sure you do that before we end today. Otherwise, I will not know you were here and I will not be able to send you that survey, okay? And again, that stipend is available to any unpaid family caregiver. So if you are an agency representative, a community representative, you would not be eligible for that stipend. It is just for caregivers. So with all that said and done, I'll go ahead and turn it over to Kristin.
Hi, so my name is Kristin Bumper. I'm going to scoot closer for a minute so you can see me. Good morning, guys. Hi. Okay, so my name is Kristin Bumper, and I run Soul Deep Serenity Yoga. I live here in the Huntsville area. I'm actually up in Harvest. So you can find me through souldeepserenityyoga.org. You can look me up at Kristin Bumper. I teach online. I teach on Zoom. I can put up recordings. And anytime someone were to need, especially this group, anytime somebody needs a boost, send me a message. I'll send you a recording and we'll get you squared away. Good morning. So I primarily teach chair yoga. I also volunteer with Veterans Yoga Project. So I do teach a lot of caregivers, and I love chair yoga because we can really take it easy. You can do this anywhere. You can do this while you're traveling. I thought I saw somebody going by
It's
in a car.
important you know how much you mean to us.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Arthur, are you okay?
I'm having a problem with my pacemaker. I'll call for help.
Any chance we could plug it into the potato?
Okay. I don't know. All right. So we could go ahead and get started. So everybody gets the usual speech. If the doctor says, don't do it, don't do it. If it hurts, don't do it. If you need to modify in any way, go ahead and modify. And if you feel like you need to skip anything, you go ahead and do that. Jenny, do we need to spotlight me at all? Am I spotlighted? So that it pops me up a little bigger. I know I can do it on when it's my Zoom. You could click on me and it'll do highlight speaker. That'll make me a little bit bigger. There I am. Look at me. My hair's a mess. All right. So as we always do, we got to take a minute to center up. We attempt to leave the day at the door. Now, I do think I saw somebody driving, so please don't close your eyes. We'll take our hands out front, give them a little rub. Build up some heat, begin to settle into the body. We'll take one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Sit up nice and tall. Do whatever you need to do to get comfortable. Allow those eyes to close or soften the gaze. Let's take a moment to leave the morning at the door, begin to settle into the body. Notice the sounds around you. Notice the temperature of the air on the skin. Your weight resting in your chair. Let's take a deep breath in, raise the shoulders to the ears. Sigh it out, let it go. Good. That sends a message to the brain that you are safe, you are here, you can settle. As that breath carries through, scan down through the body, noticing any areas that are holding tension, maybe in the forehead, around the eyes, or in the jaw. Release the shoulders, soften the belly. Notice the heartbeat under the palm. Rise and fall of the chest with the breath. As you're here, take a moment for gratitude for those simple things and whatever else you choose. Pause a moment with the heart and the mind without any judgment at all. See what is stirring there today. Set your intention for the day. Think of it as a new day resolution rather than a New Year's resolution. And finally, take a moment to just focus on the breath without trying to control or change anything. Just witness that depth and speed, the rhythm. Notice if you withhold on the exhale or release completely. And gradually, let's begin to deepen that breath. Coming in through the nose, imagine you are smelling something wonderful, that first smell of the coffee in the morning, the air after the rain. Deep breath in through the nose, let that belly expand, let that chest rise. And purse the lips, release that breath. Imagine flickering the flame on the candles. And just go at your own pace, coming in through the nose, that deep breath. Pause the beat and release. Go just a few more times like that, beginning to let the mind settle. Settling into this place. Settling into the moment. One more time. Good, good, good. Let's take those arms down to the sides. Bring the chin down towards the chest. Blink the eyes open, inviting the room in. Roll the head shoulder to shoulder. Begin to loosen up the neck. We look up overhead and back down towards our lap, rolling the head shoulder to shoulder. Looking back up towards the ceiling, give the jaw a little wiggle. We hold a lot of tension in our jaws. Good, and come to neutral. Look out towards that left shoulder and the right. Back over to the left, and notice if one side feels different than the other. Sometimes we sleep goofy, and you will be all kinked up. All right, looking out towards that right side again. We come back to the middle. Take our right ear to the right shoulder. And left ear towards the left shoulder. Back to the middle. Left shoulder circles back, nice and slow. Take your time. Take that arm, big circle up and around, and maybe add a little twist there. Bring some movement to the body. Come to neutral. We'll do the same thing with the right side. Right shoulder circles over. We'll go one more time around. At the arm. A gentle twist here as we circle around. Maybe follow that with your gaze. Bringing some extra movement to the neck and the upper body. And one more time around. Good. Circle to the front. We'll take both shoulders forward. And just tune in. Notice if that feels different and rolling them back. All right, both arms come up overhead. Make yourself tall, big stretch. Deep breath in. Turn those palms out. We exhale, bring the arms down. Inhale, raising up. Loosening up the rib cage. Exhale, coming down. Good, raising up one more time. Connecting with that breath. Right arm will come down this time. Exhale, side stretch. Raise that right arm. Left arm turns out. Exhale, side stretch. Inhale, coming up. One more time each side. Other side. Good. Bring those arms down into a goalpost or cactus. We lift the chest, look up. Good. Take the hands to the front. I'll turn to the side a little bit so you can see better. Arch the spine. Imagine we're rowing a boat. We take those elbows back, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulders together in the back. Forward. One more time back. Good. Come to neutral. Wrap yourself up. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe put some movement there. Relax the shoulders in the back. Sometimes we run around with that knot. I bet you know which knot I'm talking about too. The little stinker that gets stuck back there. Come back. Other arm comes around on top. Give yourself a squeeze. Relax out those shoulders. Good. And release down. Let's walk our hands over to the left side. Reach back. Adding that twist. And come around to the other side. Just walk around. I've just got one hand on the knee. Nothing special. Reaching back. Coming back to the middle. Let's go through a few cats and cows here. We'll bring our belly in, round out the spine, just like you see a cat do. Exhale here. Imagine pressing the breath out. As you come into your cow, we bring the belly forward, let it plop. Nice breath in. It's a slight back bend. The way I've explained it to people who maybe can't get a feel for that flexion and that extension is right here. If you have that little scratch in the center of your back and you go, ooh, get that spot, that's the one. That same arch, yeah, do that. All right, when you come into your cow, have you ever had somebody slide an ice cube down? I gotta see what that's saying. Yes, also that. Snowball, I'm from South Dakota. Catch a snowball down the back of your shirt, that arch you do, you go, woo, that's cold. That's the cow motion. Here's our cat. Exhale. Coming one more time, inhale, belly drops forward. Let's bring that spine to neutral, come down in a forward fold, and that can be up here. It could be down a little lower if that feels okay. Find your happy. I'm going to stay up a little high today. That feels better for me at the moment. Good. Let's come all the way up. Let's bring up our right knee. Rotate the ankle, wiggle the toes. Take that foot out front, point and flex. We'll bend the knee and straighten. See how the knees are doing today. Sometimes when these cold mornings show up, we get a little achy, a little stiff. It's okay to take some time. All right, we'll set that down. Come over to the other side. Rotate that left ankle, circle it around, wiggle your toes, get the circulation going. We'll take that leg out front, point and flex. You feel that working all the way up here in the quad. Bend the knee and straighten. Back and forth. See if that knee feels any different than the other one. We'll set that down. All right. I happen to have my shoes off today. Inchworm your toes. If you are able to inchworm your toes back and forth and kind of crawl them back and forth, see if you can do that. And back again. We'll lift up our heels, stretch out the arches, set the heels down. We flex our toes up. Go just a couple times, just like that. All right, we'll come to stillness. Let's take our arms down to the sides. Inhale, take those arms up. We'll go through a few circle of joy. Come down through heart center. Weave the fingers, exhale, come down. We'll inhale, lift to mid-chest. Exhale, press towards the front. We arch the spine. I'll turn a little to the side so you can see the movement better. Turn the palms in, raise up overhead, make yourself tall. We release those arms out to the side. Good, come back to heart center. Catch that next inhale, raise up. We exhale, rotate to the left, take the arms down. Left arm comes up, side stretch. And over. Rainbow to the other side. We inhale, take those arms up overhead. Exhale, twist. Right arm comes up overhead. And back down. Inhale, raise both arms up. Come down through heart center. We'll do the whole thing all the way over again. We weave the fingers. Exhale, take the hands down. Inhale to heart. Exhale, press away. Arching the spine. Good. Turn those palms in. Nice breath. Make yourself tall. The arms come up. Release the fingers. Let the arms fall out to the sides. Good. And return back to heart center. Catch that next inhale coming up. Twist to the left. Exhale, let the arms come down. Left arm comes up. Side stretch. And down. Inhale, rainbow to the other side. Right arm comes up, side stretch. Exhale, bring that arm down. We take the arms up overhead. Let's do the whole thing one more time, coming down through heart center. Weave or stack the fingers, coming down. Inhale, come up to heart. Exhale, arch the spine, press away. Turn the palms in, raise up overhead. Release the arms out. And come back to heart center. This is the twist. Inhale, coming up. Rotate towards the left. Bring the arms down. Left arm comes up. Side stretch. And down. Rainbow to the other side. Taking the arms down to the right. Right arm comes up. All the way back down. All the way up overhead. Back down through heart center. Let's weave the fingers together. Roll the wrists. Plant the feet. Big circle all the way around. Control that movement. One more time around. We'll come back to heart center. See if you can put your non-dominant hand on top. So you probably noticed you went straight for your dominant hand because that's what we do. So non-dominant hand, you can walk those fingers up one at a time. Have that non-dominant hand roll the movement. I'm very right hand dominant, so it takes me a minute to figure out how to make my left hand do whatever it is I want it to do. All right, we plant those feet, circle the other direction. Loosen up the low back here a little. One more time around. And back in. All right, let's take our right foot, take it out front, reach our arms back in a seated camel. We lift that chest. So part of the reason I'm doing a lot of this back bending here is we do spend a lot of time with poor posture and slumped forward, which weakens the muscles, but it also tightens the front of the body and stretches out the back. So we need to counteract that to make it easier for our body to hold proper posture as much as we can. We'll take the arms forward. Let's do a water wheel today. I haven't had any rain since forever. So we exhale, we reach forward, and you could do a big movement. You could do a small movement. Inhale, come in. Exhale, circle out. Inhale, coming in. Go 2 more times just like that. Connect with that breath, connect with the movement, let it glide. And we take the arms all the way back out to the front. Hold for just a beat. Remember to breathe. Let's leave that left arm forward. Right arm will skate to the back. Good. Hands can come to the thighs. ease down in a gentle calf stretch. Come over to the extended leg, tiptoe your way down, loosen the spine. And all the way up. Let's take that foot down, point the toes, bring the hands out front. We'll massage through the hands, the wrists, and the forearms. We do a lot with our hands in a day, and it would behoove us to take a minute to just give them a little TLC. Increase the circulation, give them a little love. Okay. So I have a carpal tunnel prevention exercise that we could do that may help. I'm going to come closer to the camera. You guys keep doing what you're doing with the leg, but so I'm not 3 apples high, I'm going to come close. All right. So we start out flat hands, bear claws, flat hands, shelves, flat hands, thumbs up, flat hands, make fists, circle, circle. Take those fists out front. I've got the base of the thumbs together. Do a little knocking motion like that. We'll do the same thing one more time. Flat hands, bear claws, flat hands, shelves, flat hands, thumbs up, flat hands, fists, and circle, circle both ways. Good. Bring those together here. Give them a little knock, stretch them out. Excellent. All right. Go ahead, bring that foot back in. We got to do the same thing on the other side. So let's take out that left guy. Toes are flexed. We'll reach back in our camel again. Stay for a breath. Tune into that breath again. Notice if you're withholding at all, if maybe you're a little high and shallow. Good. We'll take those arms to the front. Do you remember which way you did your water wheel? Because we need to go the opposite. So I went overhand when I did it. So I'll go underhand this time. Circling around. Connecting with that breath and decide maybe you feel like doing a small movement. Maybe you feel like doing a big movement. One more time around. I'll take those arms all the way out to the front and hold a beat. This time we leave our right arm forward. We take the left arm back. Full spine. And release the arms down. Hands come to the thighs. Gentle calf stretch here. When you're ready, tiptoe your way over to the extended leg. Crawl your way down. And all the way back up. All right, sole of that foot goes down to the floor. So I know some of you have practiced with me before. Keep doing that. But those of you that haven't, part of my training is a neuroplasticity and brain games. So this is the part of the show where we always do some sort of a brain game. So we have a few different ones that we could do that are tricky, but not too tricky. So let's take out our left hand. We'll go thumb out. We'll take out our right hand, pinky out. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to switch. So we tuck in the thumb, Pop out the pinky on that hand, curl in the pinky, stick out the thumb on the right hand, and switch. And switch. And it's supposed to be tricky. This is your brain working on pathways. And it's okay to giggle. It's good for you. So go thumb and pinky, pinky and thumb, and then switch, switch. And if that's easy, you can go faster. And if it's not, that's okay too. It's not supposed to be easy. All right. I've got another one that we can do. I've actually got two that would be good ones while we're waiting. We'll take pinky and thumb on one hand, pointer, and thumb on the other. Now, my musical people, you're going to do great. Inhale and hop your way across those fingertips. Side to side. Back and forth. It's tricky. I've been doing this one for a little bit and I still have to stop and catch myself. If I get too gabby, then I mess myself up. Okay, last one. Hand on the heart, hand out front. Hand on the heart, hand out front. I get that foot out there before I forget what I'm doing. Hand on the heart, hand out front. And if this is easy, you can go a little faster. So part of the reason that we do these is because as your traditional humans, our brain likes to go on autopilot. We hit something that's rote and mentally we kind of take a walk. We leave our body here on autopilot and go do something else. So we have to try to force ourselves to stay focused and stay in that moment. So we're going to change this because right now your brain is probably going, oh, this is a simple pattern. Don't worry about it. And you're thinking about the next thing. So fist out front, hand on the heart. Fist out front, hand on the heart. Fist out front, hand on the heart. Be careful not to conk yourself. And see how you do adapting to that shift. Maybe put a little cross body in there while we're at it, crossing the midline. Good. All right. Give that a little shake. That's enough of those shenanigans for one moment. Bring that foot in. Let's heel toe out into wide legs here. Bring the arms up overhead. Make yourself tall. Circle the arms around. We're going to join. Circle over to the left thigh. Ease down. Give that a little stretch. Begin to lift yourself up. Take out the right leg. Let that just stretch there. Now ease down one more time. See where you feel that. When we come up, we will set up for warrior two. So we sit up nice and tall. I have my arms out in front of me like a diver. So my left arm will stay above the left leg. Open the right arm towards the back. Full spine. I think we'll just do a simple flow today. We'll turn the front palm up, left palm comes up, back arm comes down, nice long stretch. Big breath, and as you exhale, take those arms level in our warrior two. Inhale coming up. Exhale coming out. One more time. Good, bringing our arms level in our warrior two. Let's find our way into a side angle. You can either rest one hand, bringing the other one up or to a shoulder, or you could rest the forearm, reaching out. I want you to find the one that feels best for your body today. And if anything is uncomfortable, definitely adjust. We'll come all the way back up. Bring that leg in. We're going to switch to the other side. So we reach up, twist towards the left, come down, take a look at that foot. So you've heard me say over and over to listen to the body, and there are a lot of reasons for that. As a society and as caregivers, we kind of are in the mode of having to ignore our needs. If we need to go to the bathroom, hungry, thirsty, tired, exhausted, brain fried, all of the things that you have to kind of stuff it on the back burner. So being able to take a minute and reconnect mind and heart and body and make friends with that rather than seeing it as an inconvenience, as a burden, helps. It does help. It's tricky, it's hard, it's complicated. All right, we're coming up into that warrior two. Here's those diver arms, right arm forward, left arm back. Right palm up, we're coming into peaceful warrior. We raise the right palm, back arm comes down. Level out into your warrior two. Let's go 2 more times, just exactly like that. Front palm, the right palm turns towards the ceiling, raise up, back arm goes down. Exhale, level. And one more time, we raise up into that peaceful warrior. And exhale, coming back down into warrior two. Here's our side angle, just like we did before. And you could rest and ease over, or you could rest your forearm on your thigh and make it a big stretch. Maybe this side feels different than the other. You might feel it in the leg, you might feel it in the top of the hip, you might feel it in the ribs. I've got some people that they tend to feel it there. Circle all the way back out into that warrior two. We'll set the hands down on the thighs. Let's come up into a goddess pose. Reach to the front, receiving with grace. Think of what you could use a little more of in your life. A couple more hours in a day, for certain. This time of year, a few more hours of daylight would be nice. Reach forward, big reach. Always a little bit more gratitude, a little bit more calm. Good, we'll take those arms up overhead and drop them out. While we're out here, add some little circles. And release, give that a shake. How are we for time? Oh, we are good for time. All right, let's take a hold of our right leg. You can cross either at the ankle, you could cross above the knee. Now, if you get up on the knee and you realize this was a bad idea, definitely drop back down. Put a little sway here, loosening up the hip. Notice if you're holding tension anywhere. Notice if you've tightened up the shoulders, tightened up the jaw, holding the breath. Just put a little sway there. Allow everything to stretch. When you're ready, we come to stillness. Let's reach forward. Imagine you're catching a beach ball. Good, and come all the way back. Across at the knee. Same rule applies. If this does not feel good, then cross at the ankle. Whatever works for you, body. You know you better than I ever will. We add that simple twist. Left hand comes to the knee, but this time we reach back. We're looking over that shoulder towards the right. And just stay a breath. And come to neutral. We'll take the hand down, open and close down here. Reach down towards the floor. And the fingers, roll the wrist. I take those arms out to the side. Right arm presses away. I take the fingertips down and out. back down. Out one more time. All right, arm comes up, open and close up here. That feels a little different than it does when you're down below. Arm comes all the way down, give it a shake. Circle the shoulder a few times to the back. Couple to the front. Got to get you loosened up for your day. All right, those arms come to the front. We're working our way into eagle. Now, this is a highly individual pose, so I want you to do what works for you. So I have my left leg under, so we go left arm under, right arm over. Now, if this does not work, that's fine. There's a lot of things that come into your ability to be able to do that. It could be bone length, it could be muscle density, tissues. It's not just flexibility. A lot of things come into consideration. So it's your eagle, and the yoga police will not haul us off if you get unique. So spiral up, palm and palm, or whatever you choose for your bird today. Relax the shoulders in the back. And stay for a breath or two. So eagle is a grounding pose because you sort of don't think about anything else while you're in eagle. Maybe notice the points of contact with the body, points of pressure, shift in the breath. Good. Release that down. Take those arms out. Give it a little shake. Unhook that leg. Let's come over to the other side. We'll take our right, left leg, either cross at the ankle or up above, crossing at the knee, and just the same. Put a little sway here. Loosen up the hip. Once again, notice if you retightened anything. Sometimes that tension just creeps right back in there. When you're ready, we put some stillness there. Hinge forward at the hip. Reach forward for that beach ball. Good, and bring the arms down. Unhook the leg. We cross at the knee, just like we did before. We're going back the way we came. Add your twist. Right hand comes to the knee. We reach back with the left arm. Look over that shoulder. One more breath. Good, and back to the midline. Drop that arm down. Give it a little shake. Circle the shoulder a few times to the back, a few times to the front. And release. Reach down towards the floor, pressing down. We'll open and close that hand down here, and the fingers roll the wrists. And take the palm out to the side, just like we did before. Take those fingertips down, the palm turns towards us. And then back out. Fingertips down, palm in. Back out. One more time of each. And then all the way up, nice big reach up and close up here. And bring that down. All right, we got an eagle on this side. So this time, my right leg is under. We take right arm out, left arm over. Elbows bent, and you could stay here. You could give yourself a squish because you can never have too many hugs in a day. Or spiral up, or whatever your eagle is absolutely fine. Make it yours. Stay a breath. Stay 2 or 3. Relax those shoulders. Notice where your thoughts go. Once again, notice any change in the breath. Good. When you are ready, find your way out of your pose. Take those arms out, lift the chest. Good, and bring that down. We'll unhook the legs, set that down. I have a nice exercise that you can do, and you can teach it to other people. And this is a good all-around functional yoga stretch. A lot of them are. That's my favorite, is functional. So you get to use your imagination. We have a basket. We have a beautiful basket. And of course, we are surrounded by all of these gorgeous apple trees, right? So it's harvest season. Now I'll explain what we're doing as we go. So it does not matter which arm you start. I happen to be starting with my right arm. Reach out, pick that big, beautiful apple and set that down. Put it in your basket. We do the same thing on the other side. Pick the apple. We set it down on our basket. Now, the gentleman that I learned this from happens to be in a wheelchair. So if you figure, you need to be able to keep your balance. Other side. As you are reaching away from your center of gravity, we'll reach out to the side and down. Because if you are, say, in a chair, up on a step stool, we get to the other side. As you are putting away your laundry, maybe you're getting things off that really high shelf at the grocery store, putting your groceries away, loading and unloading the dishwasher, we'll go out to the side. All of those stretchings, all of those movements, you need to be careful about not falling. You need to be careful about not pulling muscles. Twist to the side. Set that in your basket. We rotate to the back. I'm on the left this time. Pick your apple, set it in the basket. Now here's where we get into crossbody. So we come across. I've got my right hand reaching towards the left. You feel that? All right. We'll come down, set that in your basket. Same thing on the other side. Reach out, get that great big apple, and set it down. Further, there's another good stretch. Pick that, set that down. We're coming to the other side. Oh my goodness, big reach. Set that down. We'll come out to the side. Now here's where we crisscross. We reach and then we cross. We're crossing that midline. We set it down. Same thing on the other side. Big reach. Twist and set it down. Straight out to the side. Opposite basket. Straight out to the side. This is such a nice first thing in the morning little sequence. We'll do the same thing. We reach behind. This time we set it in your opposite basket. And last one. Good. I hope somebody has a good recipe for apple butter. Alrighty. Scoot all the way back in your chair. See if we can pick up the feet. One thing I see in all of my classes is the loss of the ability to pick up. Imagine I'm coming around with a vacuum. Stay for a breath. Now, if this doesn't work, maybe just lift the heels. That's okay. Come up one more time. Give that a little shake. Take that out. Okay. Take our arms down to our sides. We'll go through a couple small sequences here before we get done. Inhale, take those arms up. Good. Exhale, come down into your cactus. Take the arms to the back, lift the chest. Circle the arms to the front. We're in a chair pose. Hinge, forward, forward fold. Walk your hands up into a halfway lift. So my hands are closer to my knees and I'm pressing in with my hands. Feeling that in the back. Down into forward fold, wherever that is. And all the way up. Gentle twist to the right. Gentle twist to the left. Back to the middle. We take up the right knee and then the left, we put a little crunch here. One side and the other. And down, return to your mountain pose. Our hands are at our sides. We'll go through the whole thing. We might do it a couple more times here and find that rhythm. Inhale up. Exhale, lift the heart. We come into our cactus. Release the arms to the back. Circle the shoulders to the front. We're in that chair pose. Hinge, forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, we slide the hands up towards the knees. Forward fold. And all the way up. Here's our twist. Twisting to one side and the other. Back to the center. We lift up the left knee. Small crunch here and lifting up the right. And set it down. Down into mountain. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Reach back. Circle into chair. Inch forward. Up to the knees. Halfway lift. Down into your forward fold. All the way back up. Gentle twist to the right. Gentle twist to the left. Back to the middle. Right knee up. And down. Left knee up. And down. Back to mountain. Our arms are at our sides. Last time. Inhale up. Exhale into your cactus. Reach back. Circle forward. Hinge down. Halfway lift. Forward fold. All the way up. This time we twist to the left. Gentle turn. To the right. Back to the middle. Left knee up. And down. Right knee up. And back down. Take the hands down to the sides. We'll go through a 4 breath 8 movement. We are almost wrapped up. So the purpose of this is to settle the nervous system. Anytime we can get an exhale a little longer than an inhale, we're tapping into that parasympathetic nervous system, into the rest or digest. So as the day goes, if you catch yourself, see if you can do a couple long exhales, you'll help yourself out. So arms down to the side, slow and easy. And if you get it backwards, it's okay, no big deal. Catch that next inhale, we take the hands to the front. Exhale, take the arms wide. Inhale to the front. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, press away. Exhale, go wide. Inhale to the front. Exhale, drop it down. Good. Come back to the middle. Take those hands to the front. Give them a little rub. We're building up that heat again. Take one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Plant yourself in your chair. Adjust how you need to. Tall spine. Let those eyes close or soften the gaze as far as you feel safe today. Once again, we tap back into the body. Notice any shifts. Notice any difference from when you started your session, when you got up this morning compared to now. Notice that heartbeat under the palm. The expansion of the rib cage with the breath. Once again, take time for gratitude for those simple things and whatever else you choose. We will never run out of things to be thankful for. Beautiful days, puffy clouds, windshield wipers, favorite coffee cups, butterflies. It doesn't all have to be big. Dial into the sounds you hear outside of the room you're practicing in right now. Acknowledge that and set that aside. Turning to the sounds in the room you're practicing in. Acknowledge that, setting it aside. Turning to our external sensations. Once again, your weight resting in the chair. The temperature of the air on the skin. The coolness of the breath as it comes in the nose. The warmth as it goes. Acknowledge that, set it aside for your internal sensations, turning inward now. Maybe sensing some hunger or thirst, maybe a little fatigue. Maybe you feel strong. And set that aside, turning inward to the heart. We live in a noisy, chaotic, distracting world. And take a moment, listen to what is going on there in the heart. And lastly, turn your focus to the breath, letting the world wait for just one more moment, following the breath as it comes in the nose. As you exhale, let go of anything that needs to get put down. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be for just a minute. As you're breathing in, visualize breathing in light and warmth, fresh strength for the day. As you breathe out, let go of any heaviness, let go of any cobwebs. When you're ready, we'll take those arms down to the sides, let them dangle, bring your chin towards the chest. Gather up any worries, frustrations, disappointments, anxieties, all the silly little things. We got enough to worry about. Shake off the little things. The dude that cut you off in traffic, the telemarketer. Shake the hands, put it down. We got other things to worry about. When you're ready, blink the eyes open, invite the room in. Big breath in, circle those arms up overhead. Fall back all that scattered energy, funnel it back home. Exhale, come down through heart center. We think kind thoughts. We speak kind words. We carry a kind heart. We carry it through our day. We share it with others. Thank you for being here today. I hope this is helpful to you, and I am honored to be able to do this. Thank you. How are we? Are we awake?
Yes.
Are we still here? Oh, good. We're still on the Zoom.
We are here. We are here.
Yes.
Yay.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you, Kristin. That was wonderful. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Good. Does anybody have any questions?
That was my first time doing that.
Oh, good. Good. And you made it. First time of anything is always scary. I know.
My leg doesn't quite go the way your legs go.
No, I'm a little hypermobile, which is not good because then you have the muscle issues because they don't support the, yes. So yeah, that's okay.
So that's how you could do that, because my leg just didn't want to, especially for the eagle, like it's not going, it's not even wanting to cross